Hello, I'm Betham, and today we're going to play some Kerbal Space Program, but with a little bit of a difference, because as we found out in the last episode, it turns out that something is killing all the Kerbals. I've come up with a theory though, I think I know what's going on. What's happened is, in this particular iteration of the Kerbal universe, the sun, which is known as the sun, and not Kerbal or anything like that, you can call it that, but its official name is the sun, is spewing out massive amounts of radiation that kill all Kerbals who are not in any way protected. For example, by this space center, which is the only place on the entirety of Kerbin where Kerbals actually live, because they've managed to build all these buildings that protect them from the deadly radiation. Spaceships also protect them from the radiation, but if they were to step outside, the spacesuits will only protect them for a certain amount of time. That's the theory I'm going with. It's completely untrue, it's some sort of glitch, but I'm going to go with that because it sounds more fun. So what we're going to do today is go to the moon again, but this time we're coming back. Cue the thing. I was going to say montage, it's not a montage, it's just a fast forwarding of me doing everything. I could do a montage. I don't have any music though, so it'd be rubbish. Just do a fast forward, that'll be fine. And we're on the launch pad, and you may be able to see that we're still going at 4 times speed, and that is because the person you are hearing right now is post-commentary Betham, which is like a combination of recording Betham and editing Betham, with all of the worst features of the two, probably. But anyway, so this bit was going to be really boring if I didn't talk over it, so I thought I'd better say something. So look, there's the rocket. It's lost its solid fuel boosters, and now it's gone on to the 4 engines and stuff, and it will keep doing things like that. I suppose I will take this time to explain to you what's going to be happening for the rest of the episode, because you see, I recorded all this bit with the microphone off and everything, and then I went and recorded the rest of the episode, a good 20 minutes, and I was really proud of how well I did. I thought it went excellently well. It was brilliant. I was really happy with it, and I was just like, yes, right, let's listen back and see how it is. And then I realised I didn't switch the microphone back on when I recorded that 20-minute bit. So there is just 20 minutes of me playing it with no sound, because I'm an idiot. So, you will see post-commentary Betham, but I think on the way to the moon, it will go back to silence. Well, not silence, it'll go back to the epic space music, which I think you will very much enjoy. I definitely do. Okay, we're coming up to the end. Fill time. Da-da. That'll do. Bye. And we're back. Both me, post-commentary Betham, and recording Betham, except you can't hear him because he's an idiot. Editing Bentham's probably here as well. He probably thinks we're both idiots. That's just how it works. So I'm gonna try and remember what I said and then try and stay along the theme. So apparently right now I'm just talking about what's happening. Well, I'm probably mentioning that Dudeski is the kerbal that we have with us this time. The very famous astronaut that everyone has heard of, who is just as good as Bill and Bob and Jeb at flying rockets. Well, at this point he is at the very least the second best pilot in living, because Jeb is in orbit around Kerbin and everyone else is dead. There are just those two. We'll hire some more, it'll be fine. So at this point I ramble on about something and I have no idea what, but I'm sure it was good viewing. But this time it isn't, because I'm an idiot. I'm just going to keep saying that through the duration of this. I'm just a complete idiot. Like, the video would be edited and done and be in the uploading process right now if I wasn't such an idiot. But I'm an idiot. Okay, so we're off. We're warping around. I put our... well, what I'm mentioning now is that we're landing in that particular crater there. Because this time we don't need to be landing in the same place as before, because we're leaving those guys for dead. They're screwed. We're not going to see them again. Well, we'll see their corpses. Their corpses will never do anything because the moon is in a vacuum and stuff. Like the footprints. The footprints will stay forever, as will the bodies. So we're warping around and we're getting quite close to the ground. In fact, this time I'm finally got myself on a trajectory where we can properly play the radar altimeter game. Perfect timing, yes. Okay, so we were down to under 2 kilometers there, which slightly worrying because we are going at over half a kilometer a second over the surface. We're now below 5 kilometers above sea level on the moon, whatever that is, and so we're getting into position to slow down. We're coming out of the crater now, so the ground's dropped away a bit, but if we don't stop in the crater, we will smash into the opposite side of the crater, which will not be fun. Especially not seeing as this is the 4th attempt to get to the moon now. Ugh. Hopefully we'll get back this time. I mean, I know, but I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'm just going to... I don't know. I've ruined everything. I'm an idiot. I've told you I'm going to keep saying that. Okay, so are we burning? The waveform of the sound has increased. I think I see flame trails. That's the thing, I can't hear what's going on. It's just total silence while I'm doing post-recording. But yes, we are decelerating nicely. The camera's switched into normalness. Well, it's switched into saying that we're on a collision trajectory, even though we were before. But the periapsis was above the sea level. So we're slowing down nicely, but the fuel in the altitude tanks turns out to not be enough, as you will see now. A little bit of lag there, but whatever. So I panic a little bit, and then I engage the middle engine, but the thing is I start pointing up, but up is the wrong direction to be pointing in, because we haven't finished slowing down sideways, so I have to flip back over again, and try and get into the right position, and we're starting to drop at quite an appreciable rate. So I've got rid of the horizontal movement pretty much, so now I quickly swing up into upright because we are approaching the ground very fast and I'm getting very worried. But we managed to slow it down. And we drop the gears. Well, the landing gear, yeah, whatever. It's gear for landing with, not gears. Meh. You may have noticed... Damn it. I could re-record this actually. That's the good thing about being post-recording Betham. There's a lot more versatility in your ability to record things. But I made sure that the landing gear cleared the engines when I added the extra fuel. It turns out the extra fuel is extremely useful, and we probably could have done without it, but you know, having extra is always a good thing. So we're gently making our way down, trying to keep a nice slow speed. At some point I made a comment about how this place looks really nice and flat, but as you can see it's not. It's a slope. Apparently we just can't escape these slopes trying to land on the moon. But it looks alright, so we slowly make our way, maybe a little bit fast, and yep, that's too fast because now we're tipping, and now I panic and fire the engine and start flying off sideways, and panic more and fire the engine more and try and get us back into the right thing, and it's all a bit horrible and nightmarish as I try and wrestle the controls to get myself back on a, like, not moving sideways. And eventually I managed to do it, and then we slowly bring ourselves down. And this time I'm a little bit more careful with my landing. A bit too careful as I stop dropping, and then I have to tip over at really awkward angles to get everything right. But in the end, we hit the ground, and I immediately try and counterbalance everything, and we land safely, and it's all awesome. So that was a little bit of a worry for a second, but everything's fine now. It's all fine. Well done, Dudesky. You did us proud. You landed on the moon successfully. I mean, that's been done by 2 other people before now, but they are dead. So you know, you're gonna get all the glory. So we're gonna do some science now. What does it say? We're in the northwest crater. Oh, we just opened the doors of the thing. It's no special message. What does the goo do? It seems to be less dense here. Probably because there's less gravity or no atmosphere. Probably one of those things. But anyway, it's time. Well, first we do a crew report, and we transmit that because there's no information. Well, there's no science gain loss of a crew report because it is just words, and words are easy to transmit. There are things that are easier to transmit than words, but words are fairly easy. So we try and do one again for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. And now Dudesky hops out. Now this is the dangerous bit because of all the deadly radiation that's definitely coming off the sun here. Yeah. So he quickly rushes out to... Oh, he falls over. Well done. Radiation is bombarding him right now. He has minutes to live if he doesn't do anything. So he makes his way a little bit away from the rocket so that when he takes off, the exhaust doesn't knock over flags and things, even though that doesn't really happen. I think that happened with one of the Apollo missions. It might even have been Apollo 11, but I think there was an Apollo mission where when they took off, it did actually knock over the flag or something like that. Now I'm talking about something and I have no idea what. Literally none. I cannot remember at all. Something to do with us being in the northwest crater, or the fact that it's Dudesky Kermit. I'm just standing there. What am I doing? What am I talking about? What can I possibly be? Damn it. I'm an idiot. Anyway. So we do some science. We do an EVA report and surface sample. Basaltic rocks and breccia. I remember that. And then... By the way, this is the day after I recorded this because I don't think I would be capable of recording... I wouldn't have been able to record the episode, the narration, the day I filmed this because of all of the rage. So much rage. I would have just been shouting, and then people would have been confused as to why I was shouting. So anyway, we marked the crater as we marked the flag with Northwest Crater as a reference because apparently the flags can transmit their own names and locations with excellent accuracy. So there I was writing a message. That's the last. That's the Asan flag there. So the thing about flags, if you have words on them, they're backwards on the other side, unless it's a really good flag. And for some reason, it always seems like the reverse side is facing the sun. So like I took a cool screenshot and things. And oh wait a minute, is it time to go? Oh crap, we're running out of episode time. Okay, next episode I will try and return. I may or may not be successful. But you will find out in the next episode, which will be in 3 days or whatever, I don't know. So, until then, I shall say goodbye. And, what is it? Yeah, see you next time. I'll remember that one day.